Okay, so hello everyone. I hope that you are doing well today. Thanks for waiting. Welcome and thanks to join us very much. There are some people who are still registering, but no problem. I mean, I think that we can start. I'd like to welcome and thanks to join us very much. I'm excited to host today's webinars because we are finally going to explore a so warmly required topic with the support of a dear friend who is one of the major experts in Russia in the mining industry field. I can anticipate that, of course, everything is done in real time, and so we are having some trouble to connect with our partner in Russia, but I hope that this connection problem will be solved soon, because as you know, we are, how to say, international, we are connecting worldwide, and so I think that we can solve it smoothly. So let me introduce myself. I am Giorgia Rossi, and I am the International Sales Manager of Jexel. It is more than 10 years that we are involved in the development and production of solutions for the 3D surveying and mapping global market. And I am glad to introduce Mr. Alexander Retyunkik, Technical Manager of SanMax, our partner in Russia, and also a dear friend who is one of the major experts in Russia in the mining industry field. SanMax has been working in the field of laser scanning over 16 years and has more than 10 years of experience in the mining industry. Together, we will experience a success case carried on in an underground mining site. So, are you ready to go to the deep of Russia's heart with us? Before we begin, and I can confirm that Alex is joining us, so later on he will give you more details, technical details about this experience. Before we begin, just a few information about how the webinar will be carried on. First of all, I want to apologize in advance in case we could have some connection problem because, of course, the network is overloaded, but I hope that everything will go smoothly. If you have some question, you can submit them in the chat box. There's a window in which you can submit your question. This webinar will be recorded for your reference, and you will receive it by email normally one day after. At the end of the webinar, me and Alex will be at your fully disposal to answer to your questions, but do not hesitate to contact us also afterwards by email or chat or phone for any other issue. In case we might not be able to reply to all your questions that normally are pretty much, don't worry, because we will follow up afterwards. So, let me go quickly through today's agenda. We will try to give a first introduction about the secret of a successful mining workflow. And then we will enter together with Alex in the underground mining panorama with the presentation of SanMax job. We will underline also the needs, the challenges, and the goals in the mining sector, and we will enter in details in the case of an underground potash mining. We will try to underline also why HERON is the right solution to carry on a job like this. Try to give you information about the process workflow, and also the to show some result that you can achieve, and then we will leave time for the Q&A. So, underground mapping is one of the most difficult and hard form of surveying, where mining engineers have to work in tight and enclosed areas. The environment, you know better than me, is terribly hazardous. Despite the most rigorous safety controls, most of the spaces are difficult to access, and the GPS coverage, of course, is totally absent. In order to address these challenges, mining companies are continuously searching for ways to plan efficient site operation, speed up tunneling processes, optimize production, and increase the workers' safety. The traditional approach are still on use nowadays, but it is clear how they are inefficient and unproductive in some case, because mining operators need to rapidly and accurately map the underground sites under intense time pressure. Traditional survey techniques are slow, provide a low resolution result that can affect sensibly the further analysis. I am thinking about the volume computation or the section extraction. And for this reason, the way of measuring the underground sites has been affected by a fast process of innovation, and the traditional survey technique have been substituted by fast, cost-effective, and smart technologies, and HERON mobile mapping system is one of the results of this process. HERON is easy to use and install. It is composed by a laser scanner with RGB digital camera, enriched by a unique real-time algorithm that has changed the approach to do the survey. Quickly and accurately, in a matter of minutes, the user can create the 3D point cloud of the area. Data is collected continuously while walking the survey area with neither time-consuming calibration or initialization procedure, nor hard setup required. Adaptable to any environment, inside or outside, in daylight or in darkness condition, you can access to those sites which are normally off limits. And thanks to its versatility, HERON can be also attached to trolleys or mine vehicles to automate the entire on-site survey process. Then the data processing is sensibly speeded up by a dedicated workflow available in Reconstructor software, and especially in the mining add-on. Reconstructor is the software provided with HERON to analyze and manage 3D data. And getting your final results have never been so fast and easy, because in few clicks you can extract cross sections, calculate volumes, compare 3D models, and then share the results through several platforms. Do you need, for example, to share the mine plan view? Try the GOBLUEPRINT. You can navigate the 2D plan and take measurement also on site, and these have never been so amazing. Furthermore, do you need then to stream the data because, for example, the contractor is light years far from the mine site? HERON projects are fully compatible with Orbit 3D Mapping Cloud. Do you need then to share the data with the technical offices? Enter directly from Reconstructor to AutoCAD platform, thanks to the full data compatibility, is fast and easy. But that's not all, because the big mining companies have most of the time specific software to plan and manage the mine site production. For example, we are talking about advanced and dedicated solution like Micromine platform, Surpack, Datamine, and HERON perfectly fits their requirement, integrating HERON data in the mine asset management. We will experience, or better, we will try to experience all the features above mentioned. So Are you ready to discover the HERON all-in-one solution with Alex? So I pass the floor to Alex now.
Okay, hello.
Hi, Alex. Thanks for
Yes, hi.
joining.
Sorry, I have any technical problem in Russia, and now I can to start.
No
Some
problem.
sorry, some intro about mining application. Almost all of the world major mining company have now begun to use integrated mining and geological informational system, such as Macromine and other. This software that provides specific features for the entire mining workflow from exploration to mining planning. We need to have all the surveying information about the infrastructure of the mine, key objects are underground or mine facilities.
Okay, and
Our team, sorry, okay.
yeah.
And about our team has been working in the field or laser scanning over 17 years and has more than 10 years of experience in the mining industry. And situation in Russia, Russia is one of the leading countries in the mining industry. Currently, several dozen HERON systems are actively used in mining.
Okay, thanks, Alex, for this complete overview about this brief mining scenario in Russia. So I think that now we can move to the site where you have carried on the job.
Demonstration of SanMax solution at site underground mine.
Yes. So can you give us some information about this mostly how does it work on site?
Yes, it's a leading global producer of potash. All mining of this producer is underground mines.
Okay. So there's, I think that in these pictures, of course, everything is in Russia, but I think that it's easy to understand how it's complicated to organize all this production and management of a mine like this, because we have several levels. I mean, we start from the up ground, and then we enter deeper in underground, where the mining company has to organize and efficiently plan all the extraction activity, because there are of several floors, okay, in which it's possible to extract, to carry on all the extraction activity. And so I think that by this image, even it is in Russia, of course, it's easy to understand how it's complicated to organize this kind of activity. And in fact, when Alex, describe this kind of activity, I am always fascinated hearing about such kind of an environment, because it's, in my opinion, is like a sort of perfect world with its own organization, regulation, peculiarities that must be organized in a very clever and in a very clear way. So, Alex, can you provide us some information about the needs and the goal of the customer?
Yes, of course. Needs and goals. Difficult condition and fast survey. An underground mine is a complex technological facility in which various types of work are constantly carried out. Blasting, loading, drilling. If we add to this a high level of humidity, dust and gas contamination, we get the working conditions are far from ideal. Therefore, topographic work should be carried out as soon as possible. Adaptable automatic processing algorithm. In each mine, work can be carried out simultaneously in several different places. Mine infrastructure is composed by several mining sites located both underground and on the ground and in the building stockpiles. And everywhere surveying information are needed. For this purpose, automatic processing is required for each type of object. Creation 2D map, section, wireframe, and estimate. Surveying information is the basis of everything. In our case, such the use of HERON Light system, we get all necessary information both in the traditional form, plan section, and in the modern format, 3D format, for Macromine or other software products. Thanks to the data export by HERON in most of the common open format. And we can quickly receive information about the volume of any object, rock mass and cavity, stockpiles. And HERON was exactly what they were looking for.
Okay. Okay, now we can see a movie of the activity of SanMax. Alex, if you can comment.
Yes, okay. We go down to a depth of the less than 400 meters below ground level. We go to the object that we will measure. HERON Light system is compact and can be transported by one person. System startup usually takes a few minutes. The control unit starts up, power is connected, and scanning starts. We just need to go search the scanned object with HERON Light. As the obtained measurement in the desired coordinate system, we, in the process of the scanning, combine the scanner with the surveying points of the survey and add reference points. This enough to get a complete and detailed model of the mine from point clouds. Plans, section, wireframe can be created using the Jigsaw reconstructor tools.
Okay, I think that you have described by this movie pretty well, and I am really, how to say, always fascinated seeing how the mining is composed, that you have to go, I mean, so deeper doing this survey. But I think that has been also pretty easy to understand how a solution like HERON that is easy transportable, as you said, easy also to set up, can really speed up all the activity, considering that, in my opinion, we are in one of the survey environment that is the most difficult, because we are in darkness, I mean, 100 meters under the ground, and so that's very interesting. And could you also provide us some information about the workflow, the typical workflow? How does it take? For example, in this application case, the survey that you have done, some information about the processing, and so on.
Okay, and the scanning time is 11 minutes. The length of the trajectory is 600 meters. Time to start scanning 5 minutes. With the basic setting of the program, the trajectory of smooth working process with low accuracy. After adjusting the processing algorithm, in accuracy of 5 or 10 centimeters has been achieved. For the correct calculation of smooth working at a distance of more than 50 meters from the joints, an adjustment of the scanning technique is necessary. Creating tunnel section in, I think next, in the increment of the 3 meters. And we are creating a tunnel plan, creating a tunnel framework, calculation of the volume of the tunnel. It's 1,200 cubic meters. And laser scanning only a tool for obtaining point clouds. In order for the point clouds to be proper quality, accuracy, density, completeness in the field of the laser scanning is necessary. Any object of scanning required in individual approach. It's a Jackson software, no problem. We're working. It's very excellent software for this part. Okay, please next slide.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so thanks, Alex, for the overview about this information about how the survey was long and how does it take also the processing. And thanks to the Reconstructor software, whose mining add-on offers dedicated features for the mining application, we have seen that HERON 3D data can be easily and quickly converted in the desired deliverables. Today, we are going to experience some of these tools, like, for example, cross-section, X-ray orthophoto creation, or the so-called blueprint, volume computation, and then we have an experience about the 3D models monitoring. And all these deliverables are fully compatible with a CAD platform, and as we mentioned before, with Micromine, the software mostly used by the mining engineers. If you would like to discover more about the Reconstructor dedicated mining features, I warmly suggest you to visit our YouTube channel, because you could have a look at the workflow, tunneling, mining, and stockpile. And if you missed the chance to join our stockpiles dedicated webinar some weeks ago, don't worry, because you can find the record of the webinar on our YouTube channel as well. Reconstructor has the ability to extract tunnel cross-sections to the smart, thanks to the smart cross-section tool available in the mining toolbox bar. The software provides different options to define the alignment of the sections that you want to extract. For example, you can select the HERON mobile mapping system trajectory. You can extract section, for example, every 10 meters, and you can jump from one section to the other using these interactive windows in order to check the result. After the computing and the section extraction is pretty fast, you can also check and visualize your result in the 2D view, in the 2D viewer, sorry, in which you can navigate inside the section that is a polyline, and also inside the the slice of point cloud. You can extract how many cross-section you desire. For example, we can select another HERON trajectory because we have another survey, for example, and you can extract the related cross-section. In the section parameters, you see that you have different possibility to set. For example, if the section plane does not properly fit the dimension of your tunnel, you can change. You can decide the spacing between the section. Again, you can check now if with this dynamic preview, the section is well extracted, and then you can always check the result in the 2D view. Of course, all of this information can be exported to AutoCAD. You can move the section as you see here. You can move as well, for example, the orthophoto, as well as the point cloud slices, because Reconstructor has the ability to create cross-section and to extract three kinds of data: orthophotos, cross-section in the XF, and also slice of point cloud. So depending on your need, you can continue to work in CAD environment with the type of data that you desire. For example, here we are visualizing on the right side AutoCAD and on the left side Reconstructor, and you can see that in AutoCAD we can navigate inside the point cloud cross sections that are polyline, the XF polyline, automatically created by the software and directly imported inside AutoCAD, maintaining the reference scale, the position, and of course also the reference system that you have previously used inside Reconstructor. The volume tool that we mentioned allows to calculate the section's volume. So starting from the section that we have previously created, we can calculate the volume. We can insert the depth of the thickness of the part of volume that we would like to calculate, and then we can following the section that we want to use to calculate the volume, we can in a very easy way have our volume using all the complete section, or for example, we can also decide to compose a specific section in which we want to calculate the volume. The inspection allows to compare 3D models. Select the point cloud and the mesh that you want to inspect, and you can set inspection parameters as your convenience, for example, the minimum searching distance. After computing, all the points of the cloud are displayed by a new color layer. In the histogram, you can check the points and their range from the reference model. There are several visualization possibilities, the so-called color maps, and you can choose the one that more fits your analysis. You can check both as built as design or models acquired in different time, for example, to monitor the differences of the volume of material extracted like here. But of course, if you want to carry on as built as design analysis, you can do that. Remind that the inspection can be run with any kind of 3D models, but the reference must be a mesh. And the nice thing is that the final deliverable is a customizable PDF in which you can have the histogram, the 3D view, and also all the computation that the software has done. I'd like now to spend a few words about the blueprint or this 2D X-ray view that is extracted from the HERON clouds. The blueprint can be extracted at any altitude that you desire, as well as oriented as your convenience. For example, this is a plan view of the tunnel, but of course, if you need, you can extract a vertical view of, as well. What I like is doing the job simple and easy, not only for the operators, but also for the people who received the elaborated data that perhaps are not, engineers, architects, or surveyors. And so they need something fast to navigate, to investigate. And this kind of tool is perfect because you can deliver your 2D view. You can navigate, as I am doing right now on my PC, but also on site using a Microsoft tablet, for example. And you can take, for example, distances of your tunnel very easy. There are several, for example, parameters that you can check, that you can change. For example, the dimension of the text. You can take angular measurement, or, for example, also area measurement in a very easy and simple way. So it's a very user-friendly and common, in my opinion, efficient instrument to navigate and to deliver your 2D data. Let me jump back to the presentation. As we have said before, one of the warm topic is also the sharing of the data. Russia is a very huge country. Consider that it is the most extended in the world. We are talking about 17 millions of square kilometers against, for example, the 10th of the Canada. And that's really impressive. And mining companies are also very huge, with many sites around all the Russia territory, plus some others in different regions and countries. So the fast data sharing is a warm topic for these companies. For example, you have the HQ that is in Moscow and the extraction site that is in Yakutia, Siberian regions famous for the diamonds extraction. I know that because you can extract diamonds and you know that we like diamonds. So the problem is Yakutia, for example, is very far from Moscow. How to share the 3D data? And HERON is fully compatible with the 3D mapping cloud solution by Orbit. Let me show you, for example, the possibility to navigate the data. It can take a while because I am connecting. Okay, I don't have this data in my computer. I am just using the streaming. So I have previously uploaded the data that we have investigated till now on the cloud platform. And thanks to the 3D mapping cloud, you see that sharing the data is very easy, especially because most of the time, for example, the contractor is not in the mining site, and so they need to navigate, to visualize the data, taking measurement easily, but especially investigate the data to plan the complex activities that we have mentioned at the very beginning in order to organize all the mining asset management. Of course, here we are visualizing only the point cloud because, and you can see that the point cloud is becoming dense because everything is done in real time. But of course, you can also share trajectory and pictures. Okay, we have mentioned that HERON has also an RGB integrated camera. In this example, in the underground, we did not use the picture, but of course, if you have also this typology of data, what you can share is everything, the complete data, so also the picture. I jump back to the presentation. And I pass now the floor to Alex so that he can provide some information about the connection between this high professional level software for mining, like Datamine, Micromine, and Surpack.
Okay. HERON data can be used and Micromine both in a software as a point cloud and as a wireframe created in Reconstructor. On this slide, the wireframe modeling was completely done by Micromine. Then the data participate in the mining planning process. In the specialized mining and geological program Micromine, in the program Micromine, the user added geological information, geomechanical, mining, and other data. And the mining engineer, mining surveyor, use this data for the operation of the mine, calendaring production, planning, reserve estimation, and much more. Okay.
Okay, thanks, Alex. Let's now have a quick overview about what is HERON, the portable mobile mapping system used. HERON is a portable solution, SLAM-based, enables to move anywhere with only 2 kilos weight. HERON Light, this is the system that SanMax is using in the mining industry, is adaptable for any staff to use in any environment. HERON, as you have seen from the movie, lets the surveyor move around freely and easily without need to stop somewhere. And this sensibly influences the operative cost because there's no need to hire a big survey team or to do multiple surveys. As Alex mentioned, the survey can be carried on by a single person that who can produce a complete, accurate survey. No time-consuming calibration or initialization procedures to carry on. HERON acquires data in continuous with a maximum range of 100 meters, achieving centimeter accuracy. The versatility and the speed up of HERON, as well as the ability to acquire huge and complex area, has seen the technology being used very much in indoor environment and complex environment like the underground mining. Guys, I'd like to thanks for joining today's webinar. Me and Alex are pleased to reply to some of your questions. We have seen that there are many. In case we do not have time, don't worry, because we will be back to you afterwards. So let me see, and of course I will ask for Alex's support for some question. Alex, there's a question that I would ask for your help.
Okay.
Reference points mentioned, but okay, you mentioned about reference point, but no calibration needed feature mentioned before as well. Could you clarify the purpose of such reference point, please?
Okay. We position the system by adding to the top of the scanner with the reference point located above the scanner. We needed minimum 3 points, such we only needed to know the height of the top points of the laser scanning. After that, with transformation data, we get a transformation into coordinate system with an estimate of the accuracy of the transformation. Of course, if the control points are located in the wall or on the ground, it is necessary to perform a calibration, which performed with a few seconds using HERON HERON desktop software, HERON Live software. A key feature of the Jaxel products is that at every stage we get control and accuracy assessment. For example, accuracy of the calibration procedure and accuracy of transformation. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Alex, for this high technical reply. Is this system working on Mac system? No, it is, well, the live, no, because it is based on Windows Microsoft tablet, and also Reconstructor is compatible with Mac, but by virtualization of the system, because our software platform are Windows based. Alex, there's another question. If you could reply, do you need to close the loop? I mean, it is mandatory to close the loop when you work with HERON or not?
Not needed to closing. We need to starting and ending survey where we need. Not needed.
Okay, thank you very much. Then how long is the battery life? Battery life is around 6-7 hours. Of course, of HERON Lite, of the system that we are talking today. Of course, you can, but you can also recharge it in real time, because SanMax has developed a specific how to say system in order to work in continuous, in which you can also recharge while you are doing the survey your battery.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, then there's a question, if you want to reply, Alex. Is it possible to merge HERON data with TLS or UAV1?
Yes, no problem. We can, and some of our client merging tripod regal scanner with HERON data. No problem. We can use Reconstructor software. We can import TLS data in Reconstructor or in HERON desktop software, and merging this point, no problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Someone is asking if is it possible to use HERON also in other kind of mining, like open mining or stockpile in outdoor or indoor stockpile. If you want, Alex, you can reply, because I know that you have a huge experience, not only in underground mining, but in general in the mining sector.
Yes, the HERON light system is surveying all of infrastructure of the mining. It's not only underground. It's a stockpile. It's a building. It's fabric. It's a road. If we have a HERON light system, we can surveying and creating all of topographical and mining information for this object. Calculate
Okay.
volume, measured angle, measured area. Okay.
Okay, thank you very much. Then we have a question about decolorization. Yes, about decolorization. If the cloud colorization is automatic, or do I have to post-process the data? Let me just go back for a while to this slide, because as we mentioned, we integrate a camera in any kind of HERON series. We integrate a camera, and while you are doing the survey in real time, the system also acquires picture, and you don't, in order to get the colored point cloud, the user has not to do anything, because the camera, the laser are already synchronized. And so in order to get the RGB point cloud after the post-processing, you just need to press a button, export, and you can get two things, the RGB point cloud and the picture overlapped to the point cloud. So in case you would like to take measurement or, I don't know, investigate the picture, because some details are much more visible, you can work on the picture, because in the background you have the point cloud. Which is how much is the weight of HERON light? HERON light is less than 2 kilos in handheld. There is also a backpack configuration, and SanMax has developed a specific backpack because, of course, in the mining sector, would be better to have everything on the back. And Alex, just to give an information, which is the weight of the backpack? That is a rugged backpack, more or less.
Its rugged backpack is IP class is IP67. Have a sorry rugged connected port. We can its weight is more than 9 kilograms. We can use this backpack with inside HERON light system as a hand luggage by air.
Okay, so in the
Very
backpack you
good.
can put everything.
Yes, yes, very good accessories for mining. It's very sorry. Sorry. It's sorry. It's have any problem. Okay.
No problem. It's just to give an idea about the weight, so it's clear. I mean, handheld is less than 2 kilos, and of course, in the backpack is how to say, the weight is different, because you have everything inside the backpack. So that's yeah, and it is rugged. So that's only to have an idea about
Okay.
this. And okay, where can I buy the system? Of course, you can contact directly our partner SanMax, who can provide, of course, all the details, technically and commercially, and commercial details. And of course, if someone would be interested to have more information about, for example, HERON Light, about the application in this kind of big industry that is the mining, do not hesitate to contact us. Here are our contact, mine and Alex one, and so we would be pretty pleased to support you. I think that we come to the end. Just few information about everything. You will receive the record of the webinar. This record will be uploaded on our YouTube HERON channel, so you can see this webinar, but also the previous one or the future that we are going to organize. Stay connected with us and follow us, because we have many activities that we are organizing. And if you have any kind of comment, suggestion, advice, or anything you might need in terms of additional information, at the end of the webinar, you will receive a very fast questionnaire. So if you want, you can contact direct us, or you can also, compile this questionnaire, and we will be pleased to support you. I'd like to thank you once again, and especially I'd like to thank Alex to join us today and to share his huge experience in a sector that is pretty interesting and also pretty warm. So thanks again to join us, and we keep in touch.
Okay. Thank you.